All right, friends, people, and trolls alike. You know, I've been telling you about this guy. My guy has a guy, and sometimes he'll call me, and he told me $38 Litecoin was coming. And then he went on and proceeded to tell me it's going lower. FYI, the price of Litecoin right now is $25.11. Bitcoin, $3,400. He told me around the middle of November that we would be going lower, quite lower than not the 38, but the 20-something dollar price he gave me, which, by the way, we're this close to hitting his target. This close. But the next target is even scarier. Down. But he had told me then the new target, which is the scary one, scarier than the 20-something one for Litecoin. And again, that means the whole market's going with it, not just Litecoin. But he said we're going to see a 20%. He says we think their data is telling them we may see like a 20% run. Then it should go down to the new target. That was supposed to be around the first week of December. Except it happened right before that. We got the 20% pump in Bitcoin, which I will show you. Not even sure while I'm clearing my throat. I didn't eat or drink nothing today. You know, sometimes milk products do that. But let's look at the 1 month. And he's telling me somewhere around here, okay, what's his guy's data sets are telling him. And I say data set, it's not like a Cliff High thing. They have data basically that in which they use that can give them a pretty good idea where the market's going. Not always 100%, but damn it, this guy's been on fire lately. So right around here, he's telling me what's going to happen. And I'm like, okay. So it goes down to 3,700-ish. What is this, 36? 38? Let me get 3,600. Let's call it 3,600. Then it rises up to 4,300, 4,300, 4,300. My friends, that's a 20% move. So he's telling me that we're going to come down to certain levels of price points. He was telling me, talking about Litecoin at the time. And then it would do a little pump. And then it would come down. So, having said that, let me look at Litecoin, actually. And the same thing, 1 month. It was 50, 49, 40. Again, he's telling me about the 38 stuff. He told me way before this. But this is around the time he's telling me the next target in the low 20s. And what did it get down to? 28 bucks. Although I think it, depending on what exchange you saw, I think I saw 26 or 27 briefly, like a split second. But anyways, 28 to 35. Well, let's see what that math is. 28 to 35. $28 times 0.2 or 20% is $5.60. So $5.60 plus $28 is $33.60. $34, 35, 34, 33. So what he said, there's 33, approximately 20%. So yeah, Bitcoin did it, Litecoin did it, other cryptos did it. So what has he told me recently, as in him calling me last night? Now, I've laid out the details in my Patreon. And for all you trolls, I see some of your comments. All you hater trolls, if you want to know what he thinks and his guy thinks happens next, you're going to have to go to my Patreon. Other than that, you can sit right here and write all your negative comments about why everybody, including me, sucks and cryptos. Not once am I hearing any of you saying, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have listened to this person. Take responsibility for yourselves. You see, I'm not getting out of the market and staying away like, oh my God, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to do that. I believe in cryptocurrencies. I know where they're going to go in my mind. Sure, it's my opinion, but it's based off a lot of my research and everything else. And I'm going to hold strong to my position. I think these cryptos are going to be massively expensive in the future. A couple years. You may be getting the prices we've been waiting for way before that. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what he told me, but I'm not going to be specific. And this is for the people who aren't trolls, who do appreciate JSNIP4. So he calls me last night, gives me the new target, which it's pretty much, by the way, the same as the last old target, which is lower, and I say lower, a lot lower than the 20s. Okay, he gave me the specific price that his friend, his guy's data gives them. And I thought to myself, is this guy, whoever this guy's guy is it really data, or does the guy just know? And I don't know. I can't say her name, so I have no idea. Neither does he. But he says he's pretty confident it's data. He's like, no, the guys, they do it in all the different markets. They look at the same data, and it gives them the stock market. He's like, he's been telling me the same thing about the stock market. It's been doing what he said. All right. So very soon, and again, I have dates and stuff, but very soon, if you think this is a bloodbath right now, baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. If his data is correct, it's been correct so many times in a row right now, I have to assume, and it could be wrong, but I have to assume he's probably going to get it right. If I'm a betting guy, he's probably going to get it right. So, what you do or don't do with your crypto is up to you. And what I do with my crypto, which I have talked in Patreon about what I plan on doing, is my business. But they think the real bloodbath is right around the corner. After the bloodbath, there was another period of time he gave me, and it's not long either, by the way, which is a good thing, that the market is going to recover. This will be the final capitulation puking event of all for right now for crypto. This is it. What he thinks is coming soon will be the final, oh my God, I want to puke. And do you remember Cliff's older data sets, Cliff High? People puking, sick to their stomach, cryptos. You remember that? I think it's about to go down. There might be people puking right now who are going to dry heave if his data, this guy's data, is right, and you ain't seen nothing yet, puking is coming even further, like the market puking even more in soon. Now, what happens after that? That's the final capitulation event, according to, again, his data. Not too awfully long after, a multi-X factor increase in cryptos across the board. A multi-X return is coming. Highs. And I don't mean like all-time high. I'm not talking that. I'm saying whatever the low ends up being. And either A, it's now, we're at the low, or B, like he said, his guy said, we think another puking's coming in soon. And if that's the bottom, then whatever that is, you could expect by a certain time frame, again, I have it all in Patreon, a multiple X, and I know that the X factor he gave, the exact number of X's. Is it 3X? Is it 4X? 5X? 6X? Whatever. He gave it to me. Of an increase. So let's just say, I'm just going to make, and I'm going to make up numbers for the purpose of this chat with you. Let's say Bitcoin gets down to 2,000, 2,500. Let's just go with 2,000. Litecoin gets down to 10 bucks. I'm just going to make this. These are not the numbers. Just for easy math. 10, and let's just say it's a 4X return coming. $10 times 4. Dude, we're back to 40 bucks. We were sick at 40, right? Gotcha. But if you capitalized on this potential event, again, it's a hell of a lot of risk. I'm not telling you what to do. You either have balls of steel and you want to try this, or you don't. But if you have whatever you're holding now, let's say in Litecoin, hang on. Get that cough out. What the hell I got going on in my throat? Let's say you've got 1,000 Litecoin right now. You know what you paid for it back then, whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm down. $30, I'm down. $25 today. Holy crap, am I down? Okay. But you still got 1,000 Litecoin. That's the point. And it could be Bitcoin or whatever. I'm just using Litecoin. And Litecoin right now is at $25. And again, 10 is not the number, but because I'm using that number just for math, let's use 10. 25, you sell off. Maybe it doesn't get to 10. It only gets to 15. You decide it's close enough. I'm going to get in. But to be fair, 50% of $25 would be $12.50, right? So let's again, easy math. Let's say it gets to $12.50. $12.50 Litecoin, you buy back in all that you sold. So now your 1,000 Litecoin you had becomes 2,000 Litecoin because you got in at half price, basically, right? Now you're about to receive a 5x return, 6x, 4x, whatever the magic number is, coming soon. Okay? And if you're in, I know, $12.50, but you have twice as many Litecoin, that would be the equivalent of today's price at 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever X return that they think it's going to come. So if it's a 4X at $25 Litecoin, that's $100. So basically what you have today in today's dollars is going to be worth 4 times today's dollar. So let's again, assuming it's the 4X, that'd be $100. That's like you had getting a $100 Litecoin in the near future. Although it's not going to be $100 because again, my example was $12.50. You getting in at that price gives you twice as many Litecoin as you have now. So it would be 2,000 Litecoin instead of 1,000. And instead of $100, it only goes to 50 or whatever, right? Just in that example. But that doesn't mean that's where the party ends. So if we get this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7x return that's coming, according to his data, again, I'm not saying that I know this for a fact. You do what you want to do. Then we've started a new cycle. We've officially started a new cycle. And at some point, we're going to get to an all-time high. I have not been told any all-time high. Nope. I have been told that it will go back and past the all-time high by this individual. But I'm not saying like this, like next year even. That wasn't his time frame. But that's coming. So you're talking, and I think the number he told me, we'd easily see $25,000 Bitcoin. And if we see that, then you know Litecoin is probably going to be $400 to $500 at that time, minimally, right? So I think safely I could say within 2 years, if I recall from what he told me originally, we should see that again, according to his guy's data stuff. So to recap, bloodbath part 2, like the bloodbath. This isn't the bloodbath. This is just the cutting, if you will. Cutting, people getting cut. Nobody's bleeding yet, or they're just starting to bleed. A bloodbath is coming in the crypto market, according to him, his data, his guy's data, soon, very soon. After that low is put in, which we'll figure out how close did he get, was he right, He said you could expect a multi-X return by such and such time frame, which, by the way, as I said, is not that far from now at all, as a matter of fact. The question is it going to happen like he thinks or not? You are going to have to decide if you want to sell off, honestly, right now, to see if what he says happens. I will tell you this. He, not his friend, but he, the one that called me, says, Joe, I'm at a point now where I don't even care. I'm not even going to take a chance now. I don't even want to risk losing anymore. Like, not anymore, but losing any crypto. He's like, but damn it, this guy's been so freaking right. I said, I know. He's been scary right. He goes, yeah, I know. He's like, but at this point, he says, what I'm probably going to do, if this happens like he says, and it probably will, is what he told me. He goes, I got cash on the side. I'll just buy super cheap and then, write it back up basically. So that's his plan. My plan is different. But I've shared information with you. Again, way more detailed than my Patreon, because those people pay and they get, they're going to get the snippy service that I told you from day one. Sometimes from time to time, I get people that tell me things that they have some kind of data or whatever it is that's just not like known to a lot of people. And hey, let me share it if you want to hear what I have to say. And it may not come that frequently, but I'll tell you what, if what I just told you, it's an if. If what I just told you is true, ends up being true, we're going to know here soon. I'll tell you that. Before we get out of the month of December, we will know. And I mean at least the bloodbath part of this. If that's right, that information that I've just given everybody in Patreon would be unbelievable. Joe, as bad as it sounds, price is going down. Holy crap, you just gave us an incredible piece of information. Thank you. Thanks. It was worth your $20 a month thing. I get that from time to time. But I don't know when it's going to come in. I don't know when I'm going to get a phone call. But when I see that phone ring and I see his name on there, I was in the middle of reading a treasure book, one of my treasure books. Dropped the book on the floor. Boom. Lost the page and everything. Dropped it. Answer. Hello. Hey, what's going on? Just got off the phone with my guy. Guess what he said? Oh, crap, what? And he told me, which is basically what I just told you. But again, a rally of epic proportions from the low will take place. And it won't be too long after. When I hear that and see, and if this all plays out like he says, you're going to know, man, it was another big market cycle. It was. And they had us puking on the streets. My retirement, my this, my investment, my wife's going to kill me. Wife screaming at him, just sell off, take the little bit we have now, you moron. All right. And then you do it, and then the rally happens. 4, 5, 6x happens. Oh, no. That's why I don't get it. You can't be emotional. Do I look emotional to you right now? Like, oh, my God. Guys, it's JSnip4 here. I'm looking at myself on the other screen. Guys, it's JSnip4 here. Oh, man, guys, crypto market, man, I think we all took a chance, and oh, man, I just sold everything because I think, there's just too much manipulation now. No. You got to pull up your big boy pants or big girl pants and say the elite who only really, really get in when there's blood on the streets. I got to think like they do, and I got to do like they do. And if blood on the streets is about to come, I want in on that. I'm not scared. I'm not emotional. I'm not sick to my stomach. I want in on that. Because when the next all-time high comes, could you imagine saying you got Litecoin under $20? Oh, I got back into Bitcoin at $2,000, $2,500, whatever it ends up being. which this go around, he didn't give me a Bitcoin price, but I'm just doing the kind of conversion in my head where I think we would need to see, you know, Bitcoin go to. At $3,500, I'll be honest, if, again, I got to keep using that word if, so you understand, this guy could get it wrong. But if he doesn't, I'll just say I was being very kind by using the word $2,500 Bitcoin. Very kind. Imagine being able to say, I got some of that Bitcoin at under $2,500. And I got some Litecoin at under 20 bucks. And then you get to ride it up to the next new all-time high, which is going to beat the last all-time high of $300-something Litecoin, $20,000 Bitcoin. Again, a year from now, Joe, year and a half, 2 years, whenever. Whatever the cycle takes to happen. No news has been changing. I was going to do a video. I don't even know if I should do the video. Congress, a Democrat and a Republican congressman are seeking to fast track some kind of legislation, pro-crypto legislation, to kind of get the SEC out of the way. Like, no, you guys are too harsh and too regulatory, blah, 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 get out of the way. But we do need some things in line here. Let's get ready for this because it's coming. I sent myself. It's right here. U.S. congressmen introduced 2 bills to prevent crypto price manipulation. They announced Thursday that their 2 bills, the Virtual Currency Consumer Protection Act of 2018 and the U.S. Virtual Currency Market and Regulatory Competitiveness Act of 2018, are ultimately aimed at making the U.S. a leader in the cryptocurrency industry. The bills essentially ask the CFTC and other U.S. financial regulators to come up with a roadmap to better regulate cryptocurrencies in order to protect individuals and businesses. The first bill seeks to research on how crypto price manipulation takes place, its impact on investors, and how to prevent such activities through regulatory changes and, in turn, protect investors. Whatever, there's more to this. Well, the second one asks regulators to carry out research on crypto regulations in jurisdictions across the globe and recommend any legislative changes to promote the growth and adoption of cryptocurrencies in the U.S. Again, you would look at this news, wow, this is very positive for crypto, just like the rest of this year has been. But the price is a direct opposite. And if this bloodbath comes very soon, like the bloodbath, the capitulation event of events, where you look back in the history books and see the biggest, hardest, ugliest red candlestick you've ever seen for this particular cycle, then it starts over again. Then we have this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever X, potentially anyways, move up. Market cycle has started anew. If this entire time the markets have been manipulated, in other words, because people are like, oh, it started with the futures, Joe, it started with the futures contracts. But we've seen so many market cycles in cryptos. Have we not? From going back years. 80% sell off there, 88 over there, 82, 90. No one screams manipulation back then for some reason, but everyone screams manipulation now. What if it's been manipulation the whole damn time? And the people who know, the banksters and all these people, hey, this is the Wild West. There's no regulation over it. Let's go have fun while we can, because we know the days are going to come where we can't. And when those days come when they can't, because of bills like this and this whole crypto space becoming mainstream, you're not going to see these kind of crazy price swings that we've seen. We're not going to have these crazy all-time highs like we see. I think it'll get to a point where it just kind of levels out and does like what the stock market does. Oh, the crypto market last year pulled in 8% or 15%. It was a really good year. None of these, oh, I pulled in, 80 times my money, those days will be gone. So is this an opportunity, right, even today, at today's prices, as a matter of fact? Not even considering this potential bloodbath that's going to be happening soon, according to this guy, my guy's guy. Just combine them both. Is this, right now, an opportunity of a lifetime? When we already thought, well, I thought I already had an opportunity of a lifetime at $40 Litecoin and, $6,000 Bitcoin, Joe. You could look at it one of two ways. oh my God, I've been destroyed. They've beat me up. You know, my price. I can't believe this. Or you can say, they're giving me a buying opportunity. They're doing it right now, as a matter of fact. A buying opportunity that none of us thought would be here. Except my guy's guy, by chance. And I sat back watching. Oh, $38 Litecoin. Oh, well, okay. That's interesting. Oh, it's starting to go back up. That's it. Oh, no, back. Oh, no. Phone call. Joe, it's going in the 20s. He gave me the exact price. Again, at $25 right now. We are so close. I might as well check that off the box. I'll tell you right now, I might as well check it off the box. He hit it. Close enough, baby. But it's the next price drop that might be terrifying to some people. So, again, a safe strategy would be, you know, again, I'm talking for me. We be clear, because there's so many people out there who think I can come through my screen, through the camera, grab your hand, your fist, your finger, and push buy and sell and for you. And if I don't do the right, somehow I'm at fault for what you've done. Again, imagine the people who have paid the Palm Beach group $2,500 a year. And are they telling you, hey, I got a guy that says the market's going to have a bloodbath next week? Because if they did, then that $2,500 might be worth it. I'm charging $20 a month, Patreon. And nobody seemed to have gotten it right. Palm Beach group didn't get it right. None of us, myself, what I thought might be happening and how this could go. You know, guys, look at the chart. I think we might be. Nope. None of us. Nobody. But this damn guy has been scary accurate lately. He even called the 20% move up. Boom. A few days early, actually, but it happened. Holy crap. Because I was actually considering, man, I wonder if I ought to play that. I was thinking about it. And I'm like, well, I'll tell my Patreon. Well, it happened so fast. Holy, what the? I was out of town when it was happening. I was like, okay, I'll get back from being out of town. Then I can get situated at home and wait for this 20% ride. It happened the 28th of November, basically. Oh, well, didn't really make my move. Didn't do anything in Patreon, but it told me, hey, he said they expected a 20% move. It happened. And now he's expecting a big drop. And then a multiple X increase afterwards. So, what's better than if you had 1,000 Litecoin? 2,000 Litecoin. Because here's at the end of the day, right? Well, Joe, we're with you. We had a 2, 3, 4 year plan that in those few years from now, we'll try to catch the high at that point, whenever, when we get close to our time frame, and boom, we'll cash out. Right. So you have a certain number of Litecoin, one way or the other. And if you have 1,000 today, and again, if this happens, and I'm just giving you basic stuff here, and let's just say you could almost or practically double your Litecoin, let's say, as crazy as that sounds. Now you've got 2,000 instead of 1,000. Your end goal plan for 3 to 4 years from now still didn't change. So if you hodled right now, you have 1,000 Litecoin times whatever it goes to in the future. And if it's $1,000, that's $1 million. 1,000 Litecoin, $1,000, that's $1 million. What's better than $1 million? $2 million. So if you doubled your Litecoin, taking a chance right now, so to speak, now you got 2,000, and the same things you expected to happen in 3 or 4 years from now anyways were going to happen, and you got your $1,000 Litecoin. Well, now you've got 2,000 Litecoin instead of 1,000. Again, just my little crude example. But it takes risk. There's a risk that you sell now, and this is the bottom. Sorry. And it goes back up. Oh, it's $30 now. Damn it, I lost $5 per Litecoin. I had 1,000 of them. Ooh. I hear you. I hear you. That might be a little painful. But no risk it, no biscuit, right? And only because, see, right now, if I didn't have him calling me to tell me, I'd just be sitting here saying, oh, okay, look at the market and this and that. Expecting that it's possible we go lower, but it's also very possible we're at the bottom and we're going to finally go back up, right? Who would really know? You got the chart guys, they're trying to figure it out. No one's got this figured out. I mean, nobody. But this guy has been right so much recently. Matter of fact, the whole time, really, but there was only one other thing he said last year. Bitcoin might go to 16K or so. It went to 20. So I thought, well, he wasn't spot on with that. So, but one of the things he did say, I will tell you this. He said this the last time to me, that his guy said, we can estimate when a price pump, like what it might go to. He goes, but when we're talking cryptos and Bitcoin and stuff, because there's no real thing that we can put our hands on that drives it other than people just saying, I got to get back in, our estimates might be low. So it may go a lot higher than we thought, which is probably why 16K Bitcoin or 15K, 15, 16, he said, went to 20. Which also means, let's just say a 4X was what he told me, just for example, was coming. What if it turns into a 6 or 7X? Because everyone got the head fake, the puking market. Oh, it's over. Then oh my God, it's up. It's doubled today. The Bitcoin market has doubled it's now tripled from people. Oh, I got to get back in. And the next thing you know, it's 6, 7, 8 times where it should have been. He said that happens. So he says on the way up, it's really hard to figure out where that stops because so many people get in, and that's just the unknown part of it. But they feel like at least giving you a base of we think it could do this. They feel comfortable. And again, so far his base or his whatever has been spot on, including the 20% rise. Now, if you look at Litecoin, it actually went more than 20%. It went about 25% on that 20% move, while Bitcoin did 20%. Litecoin did at least 25 because I think it went up to $35, right? It was 28. $28 times 0.25, 7. So you're talking 35. Yeah. And I think it actually hit 36. So was that 26, 27% when Bitcoin did 20? But he was talking about the market mainly. Anyways, the information they're providing so far is priceless. If this thing happens, we get a puking of the markets, cryptos, and quite possibly the stock market with it, because they're going hand in hand right now. I question, do I have on my hands a Lindsey Williams elite kind of a thing, even though he claims it's just data, not some insider? Whatever it is, do I have my hands on that? Did I just get that? That would be a wonderful thing. A wonderful thing to say, hey, my guy said such and such. Now, at some point, is he going to get something wrong? I mean, you'd have to think so. Is this going to be the time he gets it wrong? And maybe Snippy made a move here. Certain move. Don't know. But again, if you don't risk it, there's no biscuit. If you want to do something safe, what I would do, again, this is me talking, I'm not giving financial advice. Safe play, don't sell my crypto. Wait for the destructo event, destruction. I've got cash on the side, let me go grab some. Add to my crypto portfolio with cheap prices. That's a safe play. But if you don't have the cash on the side, and you don't want to risk losing any crypto because this doesn't happen, then you got to hodl. Again, if you've got the 2, 3, 4 year plan, it doesn't matter. In my mind, it doesn't matter because I think that there's going to be huge prices during those time frames. But it would be nice to double my crypto in the meantime, right? Like by taking a chance. Got to take a chance though. It is a risky chance. Do I sell off 25% of what I got? Do I sell off 50%? Do I only do Litecoin? Do I do my other ones, Theta and Digibyte? Do I do those? A lot of questions that I cannot answer for you. Although, again, I did make a comment in my Patreon. I don't plan on doing any more moves at this moment. I don't feel like, let me do, no. I feel like I just took a chance on something here, and I'm going to see what happens. So, for everybody, I've given you enough information free of charge that came to me. Whether it pans out or not, we're going to have to wait and see. Do you want to wait and see? Take care.